Hello children, welcome to Math Park. In today's video, we are going to learn something about statistics, and in this we are going to understand what are the different types of data, qualitative and quantitative data, and what is the difference between discrete and continuous data. So let's understand what is statistics. So statistics is concerned with collection of data, the description of the data, and then analyzing the data, which often leads to drawing and interpreting the result, conclusion of the result. Okay, and we can also say that statistics is the science of collecting, describing, and interpreting data. Now, the data is of two types. Let us understand with the help of examples. So, set A, we have the number of TV sets owned by a family. Like some families will have 2 sets, some will have 3 sets, right? Depending on how many rooms they have. Then we will have time spent on a travel to school. I may take some time, say 1 hour to reach the school. I may take 45 minutes to reach the school. Some of you may take even 10 minutes to reach the school. The weight of laptops is again different according to the brand that you purchase, according to the size you purchase. And the set B is about the color of cars. We choose the color of a car, the taste of the foods, and the smell of the pizza. Now, this set A is tells about the quantity. Okay, this tells about the quantity, how many TV sets, okay, how much time you have spent. And the weight of laptop is also the quantity. So this quantitative data describes the data in terms of numbers. Okay, and the set of the data B, which says about the quality. Color of the car can be gray, can be white, can be black. The taste of the foods would be different. The smell of the pizzas would be different. So this all tells about the quality. So this type of data is called qualitative data. It describes the data in terms of quality. Now, this is what is the collection of the data. Okay, so it can be a descriptive or numerical number. So this is descriptive, whereas this is numerical numbers. Types of numerical data, there are two types of numerical data. One is discrete. Now, discrete data is something that can be counted. Okay, for example, you can say the number of customers who bought different items, that is a whole number. Okay, the number of children attending a nursery each day, maybe 20, maybe 25, that is a whole number. So discrete data is something that can be counted. Okay, the another data is continuous data. So continuous data is something that can be measured. Okay, it can be measured. So few examples here are, say, the weight of newborn babies. It can be 2 pounds, it can be 2.1 pounds. Time in race you could even measure into fractions of a second, correct? So this is the measurable data. The continuous data is that can be measured. So let us take some examples. So here is a question: the mass of a baby. The mass of a baby, as I said, it can be 2 pounds, okay, or it can be 2.4 pounds. So this can vary, this changes. So that is why it is called is measurable. So C stands for continuous. So this data is continuous. The number of people attending a concert will always be a whole number. It can be 20 people attending, it can be 50 people attending, it can be 1,000 people attending the concert. So this is a discrete data, okay, since it can be counted. The shoe size of your class is, again, we always say my shoe size is 6, my shoe size is 7. It is never a half. It is never in decimals, right? It can be 8, it can be 9. So this is again a discrete data. It can be counted. The temperature of the midday, it can be measured. It can be 4.5. Okay, it can be 12.5 degrees Celsius. Okay, it can be 24.8 degrees Celsius. Okay, so that is why this can be measured. So it is a continuous data. The speed of the cars can vary. You can have a 60 kilometer per hour. Okay, you can have 60.5 kilometer per hour. So this is measurable. So that is why it is continuous. The wingspan of the species of butterfly is again changing. So it depends on if it is in millimeters, you can say it can be, say, 20 mm. It can be, say, 20.5 mm, right? So this is measurable. So that is why this is a continuous data. The age of a children at a party is also a continuous data. Now, why continuous? So there will be some children who will be of age of 5. Some will be of 5 years and 4 months. Okay. So there will be different. So 5 years, 4 months is again not a whole number. Some of them will be of 10 years and 3 months, right? So that is why this is measurable. So it is a continuous data. The volume of water in a drinking bottle, again, it varies. Okay. So this is again measurable. So that is why it is continuous. The number of pages in a book is countable. We can count it. Some pages, some books will have 200 pages. Some book will have 350 pages, right? So that is why this is discrete data. The height of students in a class is again measurable. Some of you maybe say 156 centimeter. Some of you maybe 157.5 centimeter. So this is measurable. So that is why this is again a continuous data. I hope you understood the difference between discrete and continuous data. Let's move on to understand how do we collect data. So data is collected in response to a problem. So the data collection methods allow a person to conclude an answer to a relevant question. Like in my city, in Mumbai, how many cars are there? So I'll do a survey. I'll find out per family how many cars. So this is how the data collection comes into picture. So then qualitative data. We have already seen what is qualitative data. It tells about the quality. So what are the methods to collect qualitative data? So it does not involve any mathematical calculations, right? It is all about the quality. So this method is closely associated with the elements that are not quantified, that don't tell about the quantity. This qualitative data collection methods includes interviews. I'll ask, what is your favorite color or which flower do you like, right? So it can be asked through the interviews, questionnaires, observations, and case studies. There are several methods to collect this type of data. Different methods to collect data. Interview method, the method of collecting data in terms of oral or verbal responses. It is achieved in two ways, such as personal interview. You can have one-to-one questions. The person known as interviewer is required to ask questions face to face to another person, or you can have telephonic interview, where in this method, the interviewer obtains information by contacting people on telephone to ask the questions. Questionnaire method. In this method, the set of questions are mailed to the respondent. They should read, reply, and subsequently return the questionnaire. A good survey should have the following features. That is, short and simple questions, should follow a logical sequence, provide adequate space for answers, and avoid technical terms. Now let us check our knowledge, what we learned in this video. In this method, in which method data will be collected in terms of oral or verbal responses? Look at this. Observation method, questionnaire method, interview method, or schedules. So it is of course an interview method. Okay, we are asking oral or verbal responses. Which type of data is qualitative data? So which tells about the calculation, it is measurable, height in meters, volume. It is about the descriptions of a behavior. Somebody is very honest, somebody is very humble. So this is qualitative data. Which of the following data is example of quantitative data? So interviews will not be, anecdotal notes is not be, journals is something which can be counted. How many journals are there? So this is quantitative. Which of the following best describes the definition of the data? Okay, so it is analysis of learning experience. Okay, so children, if you like the video, please share with your friends. Thank you for watching. We are coming up with more videos on statistics.